Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. If you ever needed a textbook example of what a straw man fallacy, straw man argument, straw manning is, boy, do I have it for you. And this one comes from John Rocha and Jeff Snyder. Mostly Mr. John Rocha. Rocha? He's a roach. Looks like a roach. Nothing more than defending Disney Star Wars and their selection of Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. And, well, what he has to say is absolutely some big brain logic. So let's take a listen.
I swear to God, men, reach down into your pants, find your fucking balls and your cock,
there goes the
and
monetization
be okay
of this
with
one.
it. We can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars.
Let's take a little example. Let's take a look at the. We can take a woman directing Star Wars. It's not going to be the end of the world. Well, of course it's not, John. That's not what anybody's talking about. But let's see if he saves himself with this oh-so big brain statement.
And live. We're all going to fucking survive. I swear to God, you guys want to come off like you're tough motherfuckers, and you're a bunch of wusses. Finally, a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature in Star Wars with Rey, with other women leading the way.
Okay.
And there's nothing fucking wrong with that. I swear to God.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody said there was anything wrong with a woman directing Star Wars. Because the problem that everyone has with Charmin Obaid-Chinoy directing a Star Wars film is, number one, it's going to center around Rey. Rey Palpatine. A character that nobody wants to see. I say nobody. Okay, let's not make those generalized statements. The vast majority of Star Wars fans out there who are going to put money into Disney's pocket are not interested in Rey Palpatine. She is a failed character, a failed story. Just look at the massive diminishing returns from one movie to the next to the next. Force Awakens made over $2 billion. The Rise of Skywalker made barely $1 billion. That means something. That means that fans walked away from the franchise, and they continue to walk away from the franchise over and over. It has nothing to do with who the director was, who the characters were, what they were packing between their legs, man, woman, they, them. It doesn't matter. Fans don't care. We want good stories. And the other problem with Charmin Obaid-Chinoy is her resume. John Shill extraordinaire. She does documentaries, feminist documentaries. Now, let her continue to do. I don't know anything about her documentaries. I believe I've heard they're fantastic. Let her keep doing them. But what part of her resume makes her qualified to direct a Star Wars movie? Nobody cares that she's a woman. Nobody cares. Except, well, people like you, John, and other shill channels like you who are trying to gaslight everyone else with this nonsensical straw man argument saying you have a problem with it because it's a woman. No! We have a problem with it because it's bad. We have a problem with Rey Palpatine because it was a piss poor character. We want good stories, good characters, enjoyable movies again. And we're not getting that from Lucasfilm, from Kathleen Kennedy. And based on the track record, and based on what Charmin Obaid-Chinoy has said in the past, I like to make men uncomfortable. I want to put an activist lean, an activist message in the movies that I make, whether it's subtle or on the nose. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact quote. But that's what she wants to do. That is her goal. And please, I'm sorry, if that's going to turn people off, turn people away from the movie that you're making. If this is the person, the individual that you're putting in charge of a beloved story, a beloved franchise, then people are going to check out. It's not because they're racist or bigots or misogynist, you shill tool of a human being. It's because they're not interested in being preached to. They're not interested in a massive activist agenda in their stories. They want a story in their stories. Make it more subtle. Story first, message third or fourth. Try that sometimes and you might, maybe a little fan service, like organic fan service. This goes down to nobody cares whether or not a woman is at the lead role. We've had movie after movie after movie. Princess Leia, you could consider her a co-star because the story was about Luke Skywalker and the Skywalker family. But Princess Leia played a major, major part in all three movies. She was the catalyst, and in the end, she was a hero. She was part of the fight. Nobody cared. Your arguments are nonsensical, your gaslighting is ridiculous, and the straw man needs to be set ablaze and thrown in the trash. But hey, I guess I'm just a big old fat bigot. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do all those nifty little things like, comment, share, hit the dislike if you hate me too. I don't care. Well, maybe I do. Please don't hurt my feelings. Have a good one. Hope to see you on the next one.